Back in the 1970s, there used to be big posters asking you if your trip was necessary before you head out. I've seen pictures of the. I obviously wasn't alive during that time, but I've seen pictures of people actually hanging that on their car, so that when they would sit down in their car, they would see this reminder. I believe Richard Nixon was in the poster, and he would ask people, "Is your trip all that necessary?" And that became a big inspiration for one of my New Year's resolutions in 2020, which was to normalize my relationship with food. My eating habit was way out of control. I mean, it wasn't like I was overweight or anything, but my eating was sometimes getting in the way of my professional and my social life. Go watch my other videos if you want a more detailed explanation of that. So I made myself ask myself, is what I'm about to eat all that necessary? What did I say? Do I really need to eat this? Is what I said. Yeah, it's 6 words. And the reason I like that is because I have a little catchphrase for this practice. I call it practicing some dietary distancing. And because it's exactly 6 words, it's kind of like 6 feet. Put some distance between yourself and your eating habits, and slow down a little bit. Every time I reach for food, do I really need to eat this? My big weakness nowadays isn't so much that I don't ask myself that, but sometimes if I see food about to spoil, or it doesn't keep very well or something like that, I still have a weakness with that. I don't like to waste food. Fortunately, I live alone now. My big weakness is when I live with other people who prepare stuff that is compatible with me, right? I have dietary restrictions, and they're very wasteful. They prepare a lot more than they need, and then I end up being their personal garbage can, right? I've learned to avoid roommate situations like that, and going home to my family is going to be tricky in that regard. That's why when I used to travel to Taiwan, I made the mistake of staying with my grandparents, and they prepare way too much food. And they see that I shove it all down. They think I like it, and they prepare even more. And sometimes I'm not especially keen to tell them that I'm practicing dietary distancing, right? It feels a little too personal to spend half of a trip explaining that to them, especially when I'm not supposed to be on vacation, right? And so now when I go to Taiwan, I stay in a hostel. I don't seem to have that problem anymore. The other problem that I might battle with, I don't know yet because I haven't had an opportunity to practice this in 2020, is sometimes, see, it's easy for me to practice dietary distancing when I'm home because there's always tomorrow, there's always next week, there's always next month. But if I'm traveling somewhere and there's a limited opportunity of for a 1 week or a 2 week vacation to have a food that's in another culture, I'm not sure how well I'll handle dietary distancing. That remains to be seen. Fortunately, because of another kind of distancing, I haven't had a chance to practice that this year, but hopefully we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.